If anyone wishes to partake, let me open this sucker up right here. All right, if anybody fancies playing the betting game, the betting game is essentially you can bet on my team to win or my team to lose. You can bet on the enemy team. If you're correct in your guess, then you get back 50% more points than what you bet. And these are the same points you can use for giveaways on Fridays. It is your call if you do this. Only Plat 3, I usually get legendaries. Well, aren't you just the Dickens boy? I bet your grits cook in 1 minute or less too, don't they? Sorry, Munzie, you're obviously on a higher playing field than I am. What's up, Raspy Doo? Yeah, no, Plat 1 is the highest I've ever been. And Plat 3... I know I've faced against some people because there's always people in my chat that get like starstruck when they get certain people, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, it's Anya," or "Oh my God, it's..." I can't think of another name, Scooby-Doo, and you know I'll be like, "Who's that?" And they'll be like, you know, "Anya's God's gift to Revenant. She's top 4 Revenant in North America," or something like that. I'm like, "That's awesome. Why am I facing this person?" So I get those on occasion. But I only know who they are because chat's going nuts.
Accelerate. Hold on to your points. Seize theirs. The target.
Alright, I'm gonna leave them fighting him. I should not have gone that way in the first place. You're gonna die over there? Yeah. Okay.
Your enemy took the mine. You've seized the henge. As one.
Okay, I had just used my stun break there.
The keep's been lost.
Alright, Swannier spawning soon. Yo, how many times do you get to do that?
Swanier's return. I'm incapacitated.
This is cool.
They took the henge.
All right.
The keep is yours.
My kill, my chieftain. And don't it feel good? Oh, Vade, dang it. Alright, dazed him, spike trap, flame trap, he should be dead. Alright, I'm gonna try to go around the map and go to the far side. Oh, just got a daily done, cool.
The keep's been lost.
This is a little dangerous because I don't have a stun break right this second, but I'm gonna try to speed around the map and get their other boss if I can.
Seized the henge.
They just got it. Okay, they just got it. Haha, nope. I dodge rolled that crap. Okay, this guy just evaded 3 separate stuns. Invuln, 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 invuln. Engineers are balanced. Okay. Just gonna leave a trap there and go.
Accelerate.
There's a... Dude, I hate fighting multiple hollows. When multiple people do a giant shockwave that stuns the entire screen, even if you're hiding out of line of sight, or even if you're invisible, it's a tough time. It's a tough time, chat. Dazed him. That's 3 versus 1. Alright. Alright, mass root. Did, is that her? That's her. We caught her in the mass root. Okay, gonna back away here. Go for the cripple. I missed it. I tried. I got it immobilized. She went invulnerable, but she's still immobilized. Nice. Alright, that's a dead hollow. Chieftain spawning in 28. Guys, there is an engineer on the enemy team. I think it's the lady we just killed. Her name is Inji Always Meta. And her downed body just said, "Lol, Condi Ranger, is this 2013? Lol."
The chieftain has returned.
Okay, he just evaded out of 3 stuns. I couldn't pop my invuln in time. Could not pop my invuln in time. How many engineers do they have? Seriously. 3. 3 of their 5 people are engineers.
You've seized the henge.
That was my first death, but they're gonna get a boss from it if our people don't get over there.
The keep's been lost.
Nice! Now you want to kill... Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. Okay, good. Did they just kill Swanee? Okay, they killed Swanee at the same time. That's why the scores went up the same. I just did 2 stuns back to back, following up with the knockdown someone hit her with. Drop a flame trap here. What is this guy? Oh. Stun arrow to the back of the head. Immobilizing arrow, he evaded. Spike trap on the point. It hit him. Merge, headbutt, stun. He's down. He was on the edge of the point. I could not tell if I left early if he would be able to cap the point while just on the ground, which is why I did not let him bleed out and I helped finish him off.
Return, my friend.
That was a blind shot. She's here invisible somewhere.
Hologram projector engaged.
Can I save this guy?
Much better.
My pet's fighting somewhere. Oh, over there. You guys see that damage number? My pet found her. Fight of the century. Dead Asura versus White Wolf. Oh my god.
The keep's been lost.
Immobilizing shot. Alright, entangle, which goes through walls. Spike trap and flame trap, which give me swiftness. Just so I get away from all this. Going for the Reaper. So, Necros are excellent targets if you're a person who uses projectiles. Because Necromancers don't have any blocks or reflects that most of them use. Whoop! Oh no! No! OP engineer! I'm stuck in the corner, chat! What is this? Oh my gosh, that was bunk. That was absolute bunk. And now there's 2 more engineers. These people multiply like freaking rabbits.
The keep is yours.
I'm using Lick Wounds, Self-Bandage, and someone else is rezzing me. Nice! You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. Where is my pet? Where is my pet? Why are you so far away, you freaking idiot? I'm very upset right now. I usually take 0 damage while I'm here. Ah, we lost. Shoot. I didn't realize they were so close to 500. Oh, wow. I did really good. I was 11 kills, 1 death. And I was 25% of our team kills and 25% of our revives. That's the 1 revive. I got 1 revive. So I was low damage, but top kills by a large margin. And that just kind of goes to show anyone that I was able to get damage on, they went down really fast without, you know, padding a bunch of numbers. A little rat with glasses fighting a white wolf. I know. If you lick someone's wounds that cause disease to either of you, I guess it depends on where they've been. So I did lose that match, but we made someone mad at my build after they lost to it, and that feels good, chat, because that's where the heart is, right here, right here. Inside my heart is a special place for NG always meta. Next match, chat. Anger is where the heart is. I don't like triggering. Like, I don't like, you know, the people that are running around. And you guys notice I almost never type anything in PvP. Is this game a MOBA or an MMORPG? It's an MMORPG, Eternal Ball, but it doesn't play like any other MMO that's on the market. Like, I've played probably 10 different MMOs, you know, dabbled in different ones. 2 of them I played for like a decade each over my lifetime. This one, just the play style is completely different. Like, for example, if you've played WoW, you've basically played Rift, and you've basically played the most recent Final Fantasy. And you've basically played Elder Scrolls Online, except in ESO you can pick stuff off the ground. Same interface, same type of playing. It's very, very similar. The Guild Wars franchise and like Black Desert Online and a couple of others, they just play completely different. But what you just saw was me playing Conquest, which is 5 versus 5, player versus player. And first team to get 500 points wins. Each node that you hold gives you points every 2 seconds, and every time you kill an enemy player, you get 5 points. And again, first team to get 500 wins the match. And there's unranked and ranked, but ranked, whether you win or lose, it's more rewards, so I typically queue for ranked unless I'm like really bothered by my rating or something. And this, where I am right now, is basically the open world in the MMORPG, and I'm just running around here and questing and stuff when I am not inside the PvP matches. And I'm gonna go ahead and queue again right now. All you need to type is 2 letters. That is enough for most people to go mad. If I'm having a really bad day, it's enough for me, Deberos, I'm sure. And hey, Celtic, I don't know if I properly greeted you earlier. And yes, Amir, that was ranked. I am queuing for ranked because with unranked or ranked, this XP bar fills as you play, no matter what you're playing, PvP, and you get a treasure chest every time it fills up. Also, you got the reward tracks. Every time you win or lose, you get more points if you win. This fills up, and you get rewards based on benchmarks as you go down the path. Then in ranked, this fills up also. So it's like you've got 3 different XP bars that give you treasure at the end of it. And so ranked is just basically much more profitable. No, you do not drop that move on Smiley Face Lol. MMOs, did you spend a decade, and where were your thoughts on them? My first MMO was EverQuest. I got hooked on that in my... I feel like it was mid-teens, maybe? Wait, I remember what house I lived in. So I was between 9th and 10th grade when I got introduced and addicted to EverQuest. I played that for, I don't know, 8 to 10 years. And then a lot of people don't remember this because it's so different now, but before they were released, when they were just getting hyped up, EverQuest 2 and World of Warcraft were each other's biggest competitors. They, in fact, were scheduled to release on the same day. Game companies don't do that anymore. they released to be out on the same day. So I remember they came out and I was like, well, they both look good, but I've spent so much time in EverQuest, I want to try EverQuest 2 first. So I remember I went to friggin' GameStop and they had huge lines for both games. So I bought EverQuest 2, went home, played it, loved it, but I ran out of content. In like a month, I was the second max level of my class on the server, and there was like one max level dungeon. They didn't have enough max level content. Now, for WoW at max level, there was lower Blackrock Spire, upper Blackrock Spire, Sholomance, Stratholme, Liveside, and Undesert. There was multiple dungeons, maybe a couple of raids right at release. You know, Onyxia, Molten Core, that kind of thing. So I am like a month or two after I got into EQ2, I switched over to WoW. So WoW was in like it was a couple of months old at that point, and I got into WoW, and then I played that for freaking 10 years. I am in the queue, aren't I? Yeah, I'm in the queue. Okay. Just like I said earlier, I'm doing these events out here because there's a currency in this zone called Bandit Crests, and I need 1,000 of them for part of the this right here, this stick that barely resembles a short bow. It is the lowest tier of one of the legendary short bows. It's going to get upgraded a ton of times, but it's a side project I've started on for when I can't make progress on the Warhorn that I'm making. So what was I gonna say? So anyone who loves EQ is good people. It's like scientifically proven. I mean, I had a good time in there. Hey, you know what? One thing I can attribute to EverQuest? My typing speed. I can type between like 130, 150 words per minute without making any errors, or including the fact that I use the backspace key while typing and correct the errors as I go. But what it was I learned how to type properly in school at the same time as I got addicted to EverQuest. And in EverQuest, there was no quest log. You had to write everything down. Like, you know, Joe in Stormwind wants me to go to this guy in the Northern Highlands and give him 5 cups. And you would have to write that down. And you would get there, and you would, like, you could trade anything with anybody. So you might, like, accidentally give him your weapon or something. You had to be careful. But you had to talk to NPCs. Like, if an NPC's like, we're having a problem with bandits, and bandits would be in brackets. So you would have to use a sentence that used that word. And most people would be like, what bandits? Commonly, you see people, fuck bandits. You know, they would just swear at the NPC, and it would trigger the next bit of dialogue, and you would go from there. But you had to type, both to players, because Ventrilo wasn't even out yet. That was like Discord early days. Ventrilo wasn't even out yet, and also you had to type to the NPCs. So I got really fast at typing because of that friggin' game. We betting on people tonight, chat? Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, 2 people bet on me to win, 0 bet on me to lose, and unfortunately I lost that match, so no payouts for that one. We are in queue for another one, though. Let me go ahead and reset. Ah, hyena! Okay. I don't know why, but that sounds fun that you had to note things down and there was no quest log. Deberos, there wasn't a mini-map either. Like, I remember, like, you would hit M, there was no map. For the first few years of EverQuest, there was this one dude who made a website called EQ Atlas, and it had handmade maps on there. And I freaking printed all of them out. My dad was so mad that I used up so much paper. I had like a freaking office folder on the corner of my desk that had every map in the game, in the EverQuest. So, and I put them in alphabetical order so I could be like, all right, I gotta find my way around Northern Highlands, flip to the ends. I had like a friggin' like a book, like an encyclopedia next to me. Raspy remembers that. Keep you can take that on some of these units in a version. Everyone that bet on those rewarded. You lost our points, now we riot. So it's cool, definitely look into it. You can morph into other things, you'll dig it, just 600 no gold sink. Okay. Yes, ascended items are pink in color, like this right here is an ascended weapon. There's the yellow items and then orange items, which I think are exotic. Here's an orange item. And then Ascended is pink. Now, Ascended is the exact same numerical values as purple, which is legendary, but the legendary, you can change what stats it gives at any time. Also, they're really flashy. They'll have, like, you know, special effects and stuff like that. Okay, betting game is open. If you wish to use it, up to you. Remember, those points are useful for the giveaways I do every Friday. Vent, TeamSpeak, you had to pay for servers. Yep. Discord was really the first major one that was free, which is kind of why it took off. Show me your teams. All right. We got me, a Daredevil, a Revenant, a Reaper, an Unknown. Enemy team is a Soul Beast, a Spellbreaker, Daredevil, Reaper, and a Soul Beast. Mumble? Oh, man. Mumble might have been between Vent and Discord. I don't remember. I never used it. We had no internet to look anything up. Was all community. 7% of the players run for good dialogue. It's like you go back to vanilla, look for you know your community actually talk. Yeah, I remember. Hang on.
Seize theirs.
Hold on. I'm gonna focus up here. It's a Capricorn. All right, I did Warhorn on that guy. It did not work. Immobilized on that guy.
Target identified. The bazaar is yours.
Stun arrow on the Reaper. Reaper's down. I'm just loading her up with Condis. All right, switch to the Soul Beast.
Target identified.
Just gonna finish off the Daredevil over there. Did he teleport? Okay, he's going down. He's going down.
Rejoining the fight.
Oh. Spike trap under her. She evaded it. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god. That was scary.
Return, my friend.
Right. Your enemy took the arch.
Oh man. I was too low health when I got into that fight. I gotta back away. How we doing on the other? We're doing okay everywhere else.
You've lost the dock.
Immobilized him. Simoth, use your stun, please. He's reflecting everything while not even looking at me. Balance. There's this new, like, very tanky... There we go. He's dropping 18 bleeds at the last second. There's this very tanky version of Warrior that's become popular lately, and it still has, like, the insane stuff like Rampage and all. And it's difficult to deal with as a muck. It was weird. My internet down for 2 or 3 weeks here. I was playing Super RPG without internet. I would go to a local cafe with Wi-Fi for a few days, collect data on what quests there were. Oh man, that sounds so old school. I love it.
The archway.
Uh-oh. Okay, he's shooting at me.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Oh no, 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 no.
They've taken the
Oh no. Oh man, a second one showed up. And invisible X. Oh no, he's not doing it. Are you? Wow, really? Okay, I mean, you know I'm a ranger, right? His pet's gonna bleed to death.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
That's odd that he chose that.
The dock's been captured.
He's gonna run at me.
Red team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Might get up in a second. I'm shocked. I'm shocked he didn't do more. I think he was like thinking no one was gonna attack him, and he just kind of derped. TrapBeast PvP, would you say Rampage is the most hated OP ability players can use? Like nerf that kind of thing? Is it weekly OP? Okay, now, I want to preface this to say, I do not think I know everything in this game. I'm speaking from my own personal experience, okay? So many people think that I'm just like, you know, I have the highest opinion of myself. And that's not the case at all. That said, man, I don't know. If you were talking ability, I would say it'd be something, maybe Mesmer clones? Or Rampage, yes. I mean, Rampage is so broken, no warrior I've ever seen uses anything else. In PvP. I've never seen a warrior use any other ultimate ability in player versus player other than Rampage. It's that good, and the others are that bad. Okay? Okay, I'm lined up very carefully to pierce my shots through 2 of them right now. This guy just walked over into the traps I left. Their Daredevil might die from the trap. Yep, he did. So, the guy that I was shooting 2 at range, 1 came for me, hit the traps, and all 3 of them died. I was not the only one there, but by God, I was part of it.
You've lost the dock.
He derps. Tell you what, yeah. Oh, the warrior? Yeah, he did. I think he was just like staring at what was going on at the bell and didn't realize I was there. Okay, they've got. They don't need me there. I'm just gonna move on. Feels like a rampage because there's no. Yes, Munzie. As I was saying, like it's so good and the others are so bad. But yeah, I think it's pretty ridiculous. But again, if we're talking about Muck's opinion only, I have a huge problem with skills that make you invulnerable. When a Mesmer does an invulnerable execute, or you finally figure out which clone is the real Mesmer, you stun him, and then he does Mirage Cloak and basically evades and is invulnerable while he's stunned on the ground. I think that's ridiculous. When an engineer goes into his invulnerability potion and then revives someone or executes someone and there is nothing you can do about it, I have an issue with that. I don't think anything in the game balances against invulnerability other than invulnerability. So you'll never hear me complaining about dodge rolling because everybody's got it. But the stuff I just listed, ooh, we evaded that, chat. We evaded that. All right, I'm gonna do a spike trap that's gonna interrupt the Reaper's attempted revive, and that also killed the Soul Beast.
Ready for action.
Spike trap under a pile of people trying to revive ruins their day. Muck's opinion is the only opinion. No. I also feel like I can't tell the difference. Like, okay, if the most defensive, the most offensive, or an engineer uses Rampage, I feel like they all become the Incredible Hulk. It doesn't matter what their build was, they have a God mode button. And I said it feels like. That's what it feels like to me. Pro tip, chat, you can root through walls. Alright, she disengaged. She got away from me. Reset. Muck, you can pull someone away or make someone invisible to prevent the stomp by engineers. No. If they have started... Okay, pull someone away... What? There's transfusion, right? Is there anything else that pulls an ally away? Like, I hope you're not balancing invulnerable executes from like 4 different classes against a ability that one talent of one specialization of one class has. Yes? Okay, okay. Please tell me. What are the others? Inquiring Mucks need to know. Stun arrow on the Reaper. Now, invisibility... if they have already started the execute, like if they tap F before you make the other guy, the victim, invisible, it still goes through, right? Like, even if you make them invisible mid-cast, it doesn't stop it, I believe. I feel like it does, because my druid, my first thing I ever got to platinum with was my druid, and that was like before they got their most recent round of nerfs. The druid, hang on.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to
This guy just threw a torch at me? I haven't seen a ranger use torch in PvP in a long
The
time.
bazaar is yours.
The druid, I could go into astral form and then drop astral form, and it would stealth me and everyone around me. And I would use that to try and, oh my god, really? I would use that to try and... Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Friggin' knew it. Like, he's not even stunned. I would make people invisible by dropping astral form on top of them, and they would still get executed all the time.
Team is victorious.
Then, okay, then maybe it's that you know, they revealed themselves by spamming throw dirt or something. The thing is if they're not expecting you to make them invisible, and they're mid cast on spamming their, you know, their down state 1, then they you know, within a microsecond they snap out of it and then they still get murdered. I will say I thought even if they're invisible, it doesn't stop it, but yeah. Okay, so maybe I misunderstood, but I still think that compared to the number of people that have invulnerability, like every single Mirage, and I think every Weaver, most of them certainly, has invulnerable executes. Almost every Hollowsmith takes the potion that gives them invulnerable executes, because that also gives them invisibility. I don't think there's enough counters to it. Again, personal opinion. Personal opinion. Yeah. But like, for example, if I am on the ground, I've like right now with my current build, I've got the most tricks I've ever had. And if I'm on the ground, I can use my Sciamoth to stun him, swap to my Wolf and stun him, or use my Daze. If they have any stability, or they're invisible, or they're invulnerable, I cannot do any of those things. They all require a targeted person with no stability that is not invulnerable. There's nothing I can do. Same if I'm trying to save someone else. I've got 6 stuns with this build, but if they have stability, if they are invisible, if they're invulnerable doing the execute, I could try running up if I have time and putting a spike trap where I think they are. That's it. Okay. For the people who placed bets on that game, 4 of you won. Here is your points. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I guess there may be more counters to it than I thought, but like Shayna Scora said, if they're just spamming that one key, it doesn't work. And, you know, most of them aren't expecting the invisibility, so, you know. Hey, lost badge. I don't even know what all classes can do AoE and Viz. I know there's Stealth Gyro, Druids when they leave Astral Form if they've taken the talent. I would assume Thief and Mirage would have something that could invis, but I don't know for a fact. Thief and Mesmer. Okay, well, Ukon knows. Guards can pull dead people. So I know that Search and Rescue can pull dead people, but Search and Rescue, I've got my own qualms with that. Search and Rescue does pretty much the same utility that Transfusion does, but it has 4 times the cooldown and it takes up a utility slot. Like, or compare it to Function Gyro. It works on 1 person, Function Gyro works on up to 6 people, and mine takes a utility slot. Like, if I didn't even have Search and Rescue, it wouldn't be a big deal, but the fact that I have it, and it is so grossly underpowered compared to its counterparts, it's kind of frustrating, because I really like the talent, but it's just losing a utility slot for a 60-second cooldown that does something that a Necro can do every 15 seconds just seems insane to me. Don't always need good comms. It comes from experience too. In high-rank games, players will intuitively look around while down and realize there's an elite spec near them that may be able to stealth them. So they stop spamming one and only use two every so often. It's about recognizing your team and their positioning. Okay. Yeah, that's fair, Deborah Rose. I will say that I'm probably not one of the people at that level of play yet. That is something I could work on. I'm going to open up the betting game if you wish to use it. Here are the current teams right here. Got a Firebrand on both sides, Hollow on both sides, Soul Beast on both sides, but I'm sure he doesn't play the weird way I do. Both sides have a Thief, theirs is Core, ours is Daredevil. They've got a Reaper, we've got a Scourge. It's basically a mirror match if you just look at the base classes. Not gonna lie, these queue times are driving me crazy. Made so much money I can't play. If this team loses, then I'm done. It's the Firebrand and Scourge comp again. I mean, oh. I hope this isn't the Firebrand Scourge comp we had yesterday that I got wrecked on.
You've captured Lion.
A clever combination.
You've lost.
Shoot.
Attack my target.
Take up.
Stand. Shield us.
Oh, someone hit my traps, someone hit my traps.
This is getting serious. I choose.
What? Oh, did she get rallied? Maybe Signet of Mercy? The Firebrand's right there. It's probably Signet of Mercy.
Attack my target.
I'm nigh invincible. Through.
Let's see if we can separate these two. Ooh, she got feared into my traps. Nice.
Exhilarating.
I crippled
The
him.
field.
He cleansed it. And yeah, that's fine.
Attack my barrier. Now.
Accelerate.
Alright, Engineer just jumped over that. Dodge rolled that. Got kind of lucky there.
Invigorating.
You've captured Lion.
Oh, I dazed her while she was charging Prime Light Beam!
Are accruing power.
Chat, that's a muck first. That's a muck world first. I dazed her mid-cast of her ultimate. Entirely as planned, chat. Entirely as planned.
Accelerate.
The artifacts
Leave
have
some
reached
traps there. Imagine if
maximum
every button on a
power.
Ranger's bar was a Rampage. Oh my god. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Chat, I don't know what the different skills for Rampage are. What it feels like is that every skill on the Rampage bar moves you 10 to 15 feet forward, gives you swiftness, stability, stuns all targets you cut pass through, and does 10,000 damage to
Has
them.
obtained an artifact.
I'm not exaggerating about the numbers either.
Infuriate.
You've captured Lion.
Come here.
I said feels like, Munzie. I said feels like. Oh my gosh, that's one of those times, chat. That is one of those times. Oh my god, they got me up. That is one of the times where I managed to use Unflinching. Is there 4 of them here? Yeah, there's one over there. I used Unflinching Fortitude and it went on cooldown but didn't actually cast. Again, my version of going invulnerable is I'm still vulnerable to CC. It has a cast bar, it can be interrupted, and I'm still vulnerable to condition damage. Compared to engineers, it is not only has no cast bar, it's instant. It is a stun break, so they can cast it while they're CC'd, and nothing stops it. I gotta wait for my team. If I just run in there alone, I'm gonna die.
You've captured Lion.
Munzie, I already said, I prefaced it by saying I don't know the bar. However, I also said this is what it feels like. Oh, got him. Got him with the stun arrow. That shows you the bar. Ah, I'm living in ignorance. I'll look at it later. I know one of them is like a throw boulder or some crap, and it's also 10,000 damage. How did you get up? The other person had you dead to rights. You are such crap.
You've lost Dragon.
Dude, oh my gosh. Okay.
Accelerate.
Boom! You found my trap card.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Can we pick a fight here now?
Accelerate.
Doesn't look like it.
Attack my target.
I'm nigh invincible.
The artifacts have reached maximum power. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Thank you, random healer. Dude, there are so many fireworks going off right now.
You've captured the field.
Stun arrow. Yes! Freaking how many stuns does it take to get to the center of a firebrand pop? Oh my gosh. A lot of them, chat. That's the answer. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! To be honest. I never did either. I just know the reference.
I chose you.
I did play a lot of Magic the Gathering, such a great game. Magic the Gathering MMO coming soon. No, not joking, a year or two away. They have a video trailer for it.
You've lost
An MMO? Do you run around with like dual decks on your arm and drop cards? That sounds weird. Muxai's Rampage turns the Warrior Green, making him able to... Dude, it's insane. Just even if all it did was give 3 stability every 2 seconds on refresh, I would have a problem with it. Because none of my sources of stability, and by none, I mean both, and by both, I mean 2 if I'm a Soul Beast, 1 if I'm not, none of them are that strong. Even if that's all it did. What? He just crippled me through the wall? Huh. Can you use Axe 2 through walls? I didn't know that if you could.
Infuriate.
You've lost Dragon. You've captured Lion.
Alright.
One becomes 2.
Oh, the no fun wall. You are so full of crap. Alright, catching him and all the emojis I can. Going for the stun. It hit. Swap pet, use your stun. He blocked it. There's 3 of us here. Okay, got him. Godly. Well, I think we kept the point from neutralizing, so that's good, despite the fact that he pushed us off the point twice. If $1 to take it serious, I was stunned my sister saw me. Well, you know what? I will definitely look into more information on it once more information is available, but if it's that far out, it's kind of, you know, not on my mind at the moment.
have reached maximum
Do I
power.
stay at mid or go for the sword? I think I stay at mid. We only own 1 point.
You've captured Lion.
I'm not. We become one.
So one thing I liked, oh, here we go. Okay, he triggered the trap and then he dodge rolled the other.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Oh man, I did not think I was in range of that.
I'm not. I chose you.
You've captured Dragon.
Oh man, die, die, yes! I was gonna say, he hit my traps, he hit him. All right, now I gotta, oh, he blocked it, God. I'm trying to make sure this guy doesn't get a Signet off if he has it available. I don't know if he does. Uh-oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. All right, they're on the run, it doesn't matter.
The field.
Both of my 2 stun breaks were on cooldown when he froze me. That could have been bad.
You've lost Dragon.
I landed a stun on him. Lots of Imobis coming out of that guy. We're really going too far in, but they're like all right here. I mean, if we can just distract them into staying here, that's fine.
Accelerate. I'm nigh in.
Pop. Lol. Oh, hey! Up. Balanced.
One becomes two.
There we go. I'm not gonna execute you. You can bleed. 493. As long as we keep mid, we got it. Oh, her death. Her death won it, chat.
The Colosseum's artifacts are.
GG, this comp was better. I'll be at a minor match. Or mirror match, yeah. Nice. Top kills, 22%. That's probably a very narrow lead if I had to guess. 22% damage, but that was not top. We had a healer. I'm surprised top, he must have done some decent damage, because usually when you have a healer, the top damage dealer will often break 25. And top defense as well. Okay, I think my ignorance is bothering Munzie, so I'm gonna look at the insanity that is Rampage here. All right, this I knew about. 2 stability every 3 seconds, swiftness every 3 seconds. So even if you corrupt his stability, he gets it right back. Damage reduced by half, because before when it was 25%, it wasn't strong enough. 15-second duration without talents. Auto attack. Kick is a knockback with a mere 6-second cooldown. Dash is a movement skill with a mere 6-second cooldown. Throw boulder is the 10,000 damage ranged attack, 12-second cooldown. Seismic leap is another knockdown on a 15-second cooldown. So if you do like kick, charge, seismic, kick, that's 3 knockdowns and a movement skill. I'm looking at PvE, not PvP. Okay, hang on. I mean, does that change the skills at all? I don't see that anything changed. What is supposed to change? Are the cooldowns wrong? Okay, let's go ahead and leave the match. Duration is 15 seconds of PvE and 10 seconds in PvP. Gotcha, okay. Alright, let me go ahead and pay out the bets for the people with the faith in Muck's team. The big faith. There you go. Alright, well, we got 3 treasure chests from that, right on. Having a decent night on the TrapBeast. A new arrival. I'm Blaze. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Immaculate Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth and Sir Chauncey Van Snuffles the Third welcomes you. I'm Blaze to the Bone Zone. Much obliged. Hope you enjoy your stay. We have giveaways every Friday. Tea and crumpets in the lounge. Is there anything? Looks like there might be an event going on to the east of me. Let's go ahead and queue up again. Oh, the quest is underground, I think. It's to clear the cave. Ooh, rich mithril. Hello. Alright, we are in the queue for ranked again. Let's see. Glad you like the very early Take the MMO Match the Gathering. And maybe want to check it out when I leave Muck stream at 30. Yeah, I mean, Wizards of the Coast are very well funded. I think they've got the money to throw at a project like that. It just depends on how it turns out. I am interested. Did anyone here play Chandelier? Hold on, I've got the box. This was a very long time ago. Like, oh, hey, high five, kitty. This was a very long time ago. Let me use the close-up cam here. All right, Magic the Gathering. The #1 strategy card game on the NPC, on the PC, not NPC. But basically, I don't know how well this is going to show up. You ran around in like an open world, kind of looked like Heroes of Might and Magic, but when you got in fights, you did the Magic the Gathering card game. And in addition to that, there were some Magic the Gathering cards that at that time could not be printed because they had random effects. Think like Hearthstone. Like, you couldn't, the cards literally could not exist on paper because of the random effects that they could do. But that game, I was really big on that a very long time ago. But we're talking, like, when did this come out? I'm sure it was 1990 something. Okay, it's made to run on Windows 95. So, if that tells you anything. But yeah, this was one of the oldest MTG games on the computer, and it was pretty freaking awesome. Raspy, do you play that? Yeah, it was a great game. Like, just running around in the open world. You started out with a crappy deck of, you pick red, you'd start out with some goblins or something, and you had to kind of collect cards from the monsters you killed, or you beat them in Magic, and then you got to take cards from them, and you slowly built up a deck. So, like, to get a Shivan Dragon card, you had to beat a Shivan Dragon first without one. If you played Witcher 3, it was kind of like Gwent, the computer game version. Dang, I miss Heroes of Might and Magic. Yeah, a few of the Heroes of Might and Magic, like, I think 4, 5, 6 or something like that, I tore them up. They were great. Did you like the old King's Quest games? Yep. I'm pretty sure I played through King's Quest like 5, 6, 7, and then I was kind of done with the series by the time 8 came out. I also played through Space Quest. Now, at that time, dude, I was probably like 10 or 12 years old. My dad was helping me, and he had to go to some website that looked like it was MS-DOS and print out a guide for us to figure out how to finish the game, because we could not figure out how to finish the game, chat. It was so convoluted, and there was like Google and Yahoo weren't around, so you couldn't use a search engine to find the answers, I don't think. So it was pretty wild. Beat Up Wildlife would take their cards. There you go. We need some big news to bring people back. Talking about Guild Wars 2. If not, Guild Wars 2 will fall out of the top 5 unless you're those is really love. Yes, yeah. There was a lot of speculation on Reddit that I'm not allowed to comment yay or nay on, but there was a lot of interesting speculation on Reddit about it. Obviously, they did the cooking thing today. They did the announcement on Facebook about all the free stuff coming out in the next 4 weeks that everybody's going to get. But I am also very looking forward to the 30th to see the whole package of what's coming out. Okay, chat, if you wish to participate in the betting game, you can now bet on my team to win or the enemy team to win, whatever you wish. If you are correct on what you bet on, you will get back 50% more than what you bet, and you can use the points from the betting game for the giveaways on Fridays. You can buy raffle tickets with them. And if you don't already know about that, here's a plug for the giveaway. You get Muckbucks every second you're here. You also get them for following or for subbing. And again, they're used for the giveaways on Friday or for special sound effects and interrupting the stream and stuff like that. Have the Guild Wars 2 expansions gone on sale yet? Celtic, I think on the 30th, they're going to be 30 and 50% off respectively. That was on their calendar. Hold on. I will find that out for you. I swear I just saw that earlier. Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Shoot, where is it? Here, August 30th. Heart of Thorns, half off. Path of Fire, deluxe upgrade, 30% off. There you go. It's on their webpage. Expansion confirmed. Do you mean like a new expansion coming out? No, not confirmed. Not yet. Shoot, I guess I need to do this. I kind of veered that way and I fooled them by mistake. All right, my build is not great for running here because I like to drop traps the second I can, let them recharge, and use them a second time in the same fight. I can't drop traps while capping a point because when I drop them, I stealth. So it's not great.
You've seized the henge.
Wait. Did I just hear a thief? Do they have a thief? They do.
The keep's been lost.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I don't have to worry about it. All right, he's immobilized. He evaded the stun arrow. All right, spike trap, flame trap, mass root. That should interfere with him. The thief hit. Oh, he's got 16 bleeds. He hit the trap pile, chat. Sharpened traps. So every pulse of the fire. Look, he says, "Wow, nice build." Chat, I can't tell if he's trolling me or if he actually likes the build. He said, "Wow, nice build" when he blew up. I don't know if he's being sarcastic because the internet. Lucid, is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Oh my gosh, the bubble. I just walked into it unnecessarily that last time. Those are called no fun zones for anyone unfamiliar with them.
Grant me your strength, my friend.
Alright, using mobility here.
The keep is yours.
Okay, someone is already up there fighting that guy. I'm gonna show you guys how I take out Chieftain and take hopefully no damage if I do this correctly. Alright, that's it. That's all I have to do. He's already got over 35 conditions, and I'm saving my stun arrow in case someone comes to interfere. Oh, he hit me with his last attack. I did not have to take that. I was so focused on keeping other people away. Oh my. Hey, what's up? What are you? Oh, Weaver. A good Weaver I have huge trouble with because they can block, dodge, evade, reflect, heal themselves, cure conditions on themselves, and also put Scourge barriers on themselves at the same time while moving, chat. Little known fact, every word of it true. Not great. How did that guy fear me? Did he steal something from a Necro for that?
The keep is yours.
Invisible execute! None of us in the area had a counter for it, chat. Team blew out to a nice lead. Yeah, so far. We just lost home, and I wanted to get Spawn here, but that thief kind of ruined my plan.
Accelerate.
Your enemy took the mine.
No, where'd he go? Oh my god. Yes! I put traps on my ally, started rezzing him, and then our ally Necro pulled him away from the traps. I was like, no! I want to get one there. I wanted to get one hit off, just to make sure he couldn't bandage, and that I got assist for the kill. I just realized I got 2 third birthday presents. Nice, Ukon. I did the math earlier. My human engineer that I never play anymore is my oldest surviving character. And he is going to turn 7, I think October 10th, you guys. Which means I'll get my 7-year birthday present in 2 months. Or a month and a half. Alright, my team's winning over there, so I'm going to make a go at this. Alright, Spike, Flame, Sharpen, Poison Volley, crippling arrow in the back. Hit him a whole bunch. Saving the stun arrow. He's over 40 conditions. Mine. Cool.
You've taken the mine.
Swap back to the wolf, high mobility mode. Continue this way. Your human engineer called. He wants you to make her a holosmith. I actually have an Asura engineer also because it was after I made the human that I fell in love with the Asura animations. So all my other tunes are Asuras right now.
They took the henge.
Seriously.
Ah, obstructed. Dang.
Attack my target.
Oh, Chieftain. Yo, what up?
The chieftain has returned.
Did you really just drive by me for a third of my
The
health?
keep is yours.
Let's see if that Weaver follows me. He might. Alright, I'm not going to hold back on this one. Mine.
They took the henge.
Hey, you're too late. What's up? Get your overpowered butt out of here. Yeah, see that windstorm thing you guys just saw? That just deletes all arrows from existence. Like, no people that use projectiles are allowed to do anything in that area. Like, honestly, in the game right now, it's not something that's really come up tonight. There's a few classes. Guardians, if they're spec'd for it, have like 4 different bubbles. They all block or projectiles. I think one of them might reflect, and one of them prevents people from even walking into it. Scrappers also have a the dome that from their tool belt, if they've got the one gyro that protects everyone from projectiles, and the wind from the elementalist can delete all projectiles. And so I'm hugely jealous of, for example, when a necro uses a scepter or a axe, it's not a projectile. They just wave their arm and the other guy's like, oh, and it's a telekinetic slap to the face. So I'm very jealous of those mechanics with all the shields, barriers, bubbles, and no fun zones currently in the game. Hey, Duck, what's up, buddy? So much game, folks. Like 3 people decing. No. Alright, can't do this. She got me with too much on the opener. Is she still after me? She might be. She might be.
Accelerate. Svanir's return.
Alright, we're gonna try to circle around the map and get Svanir shot. Wait, is she still here? No? Okay. Well, then we'll decap this. I guess I'll just cap it. No one's around. The chicken Caesar salad. Delicious. This is certainly going very well.
The keep is yours.
Alright, chat. Splat, you thought I was scared, but I just moved off the point to give you a false sense of security. So, look at this, look. All he has to do is stand on the point, and he decaps it. Like... Now, is someone going to tell me that there's a counter to the no fun zone bubbles? Is it having 10 stacks of stability?
Has returned.
Oh, invulnerability, I forgot. You're one of those classes that can choose not to use hit point bars anytime they wish. My apologies, good sir, for thinking you were a peasant.
Your team is victorious.
I totally would have won. I totally would have won. Rampage. Well, Rampage gives 2 stability every 3 seconds, so sure. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I did pretty low damage and not great kills, but I did a lot of objectives there. I know I stood and capped like 3 nodes, and I killed at least 3 forest beasts, so... Okay. 1497. If I was not yet plat this season, that would anger me. Or if I had not yet gotten plat at least once, I should say. 320 gold worth of dyes just for continuing to survive. Wait, what? You better be sorry. You can check out the safety feature thing. I was joking. Pay out them winners. Yes, yes, indeed. Here you go. Here are the people who had faith in the Muckaluk. Or his team, and not me. Could have been either, really. Where? Oh, I see it. Ah. This event is like almost over, so let me get credit for this real quick. Again though, that's 2 games in a row that I killed someone and they were like, wow, nice build. Except that one engineer that was like, what is this, 2013? My pet apparently can't find a spot where it can melee this thing. 5 bandit crests. Oh shoot, is this really late in the meta? The pit opened. Oh my. This usually only opens when the meta is like really far in. I might pause queuing to do this. Alright, well, I'm the only one here. Time to get Muck murdered. Oh god. We got him to 99% chat, we're nearly there.
I'm incapacitated.
Oh my god. This is so painful. No, let me out, tiny legs, please! I forgot I don't have Rune of the Trapper in the real world. Oh shoot, I didn't swap pets in time, I tried. Okay, I can't handle this bad boy. Is there other people doing the meta? It's entirely possible that there might not be. I ain't scared. Oh yeah, Lucid's got the big points. Lucid coming in with the Muck faith. Alright, let's go ahead and queue. I don't know when or if more people will show up. What time is it? 12:07? 1 or 2 more games, chat. 1 or 2 more.
I chose you.
Stare at marking. Might as well just AoE all this stuff down. I'm out for a bit, so we'll lurk. If not, back soon. Have an amazing stream. Alright, Celtic, you have a good one as well, my friend. Talk to you next time. I was looking at the promotions here today. I don't know if I'd actually buy more gems for them, but I really like these gloves. Just look at them. Gorgeous. Gorgeous gloves. The ether-bound gauntlets. I think they're Holt. If you're going to especially use... Oh, thank you, Celtic. Yes, I do have referral links. If you wish to support the channel while making a purchase from Guild Wars at the same time, you can use those. The cost to you will be exactly the same. It just sends the channel some unspoken support at the same time. The Inferno Skyscale skin is pretty good. Inferno Skyscale? Hang on. That doesn't immediately ring a bell. Let me take a look-see. Let's see. Mount. Inferno. Whoa, that didn't bring anything up. Is it called something else? Oh my gosh, I haven't even seen that. Ooh. Muckalike. Oh my god, those eyes. Piercing. Axe Jaw Skies. That looks like it would hinder... Like, okay, this seems like a poor evolution. How does he get food to his mouth? Chat, how does he get food to his mouth? He needs a spoon, but he hasn't evolved no thumbs. I don't see an Inferno sky scale. Is it one that's not yet out? S2K? Incarnate. Ooh. Yeah, that does look good, buddy. That does look good. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm thinking of Deathwing in WoW right now, just because of the like upper part of the face, just the upper part. So this thing doesn't even have the word sky scale in its name. So when I search sky scale, this didn't even come up. This is what happens when pug breeders get their hands on a sky scale. Oh, pug breeders. I get what you're saying. Wait. Wait, whoa, what? Is this like a... Is that an obese sky scale? Look, its gut swings. Its gut and jowls swing when you turn it. Did they literally just make an overweight sky scale skin? That's hilarious. I honestly, if I had worked in their art department, I would have never thought to make fat sky scale. Are the wings any thicker? Yeah, a little bit. There's a little extra wing meat there. Actually, no, they might just be repainted and it just very cleverly looks like fat wing meat. Yo, look at that gut! Sir, we need new ideas for the new mount. What if we take the sky scale? And he looks pointedly at one of the employees who's got like 12 donuts in his hand, and he's like, and make it fat. And they're like, sir, that's terrible. And then the marketing department is like, that's genius. The fact that they animated the jowl movement just really tickles me. Like, this is a spoiled sky scale. Is this tail thicker? Oh my god, guys, look at that thick tail. Don't clip that. It is, though. It is. Baby got back. Oh my gosh. Did they make portly versions of the others? Oh, here's anorexic sky scale at the other end of the spectrum. Oh gosh, I was this thing, that jumped in front of me, officer. I did not mean to click on whatever I voted on. Eternal Coliseum it is. Skipping dialysis day and just staying home playing some games today. Skipping dialysis? Doesn't that endanger your life or something, Duck? Oh, got a bunch of Mana Crests. Nice. I need 1,000 of those. This music is too much for me. Go back to Veil Guardian.
Quite a reward.
Okay. Chat, I'm reopening the bet game. And here are the teams. Me, Revenant, Scourge, Guardian, Mirage, Hollowsmith. It's NG always meta! This is the lady I killed like 3 games. She killed me sometimes too, okay? But I killed her one time and she was like, Condi Ranger, what is this, 2013? That was her. That was her. They got a spell, what is it? They got a Spellbreaker, a Reaper, a Scourge, and a Soul Beast. They do have a Scourge, but they don't have any support for it. So do we, but I don't... Moon. Is that a Char? That better be a Char. That better be... Where are you, Moon? You had better be a Char. Good. It's a Char. All right, chat, we've got Moon on our team. I think that looks good. Triple-digit points. Oh. Bring home the victory. I always try, TTBB. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You better come back, Impossible. Who was that? Was that a Mirage? You better come back. Oh, it just changed to Shadow Queen. I assume they're swapping characters. Okay, now it's a core thief. I like having a thief.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Hopefully the thief goes home. Yes, it looks like that's going to happen. Who is Moon going far? I have mixed feelings, chat. Alright, I trapped middle while I was invisible from Rune of the Trapper.
You've lost dragon. You've captured lion.
Moby shot, stun arrow. Oh, shoot. I did he was sprinting away or spinning away right as I did that. So the root did not hit him. Alright, targeting the Scourge because they are so easy to hit. I'm putting a Spike Trap and Flame Trap on the Scourge. If anyone attempts to revive, it will blow them up. And also, the person they're attempting to save, it will blow them up too.
You've lost the field.
Oh man, shoot. I didn't realize we had a player go down. Alright, Reaper. Oh no, again? Freaking. Oh no. Yo, freaking how many suns? Spellbreakers, man, spellbreakers. Like, every one of their abilities, it feels like, just blocks out your entire bar and you can't play Guild Wars. The Reaper went down a third time from my dots after I died. Ski Baller, we fought him earlier.
You've captured lion.
He was decently a threat. Alright, he's down. I'll leave that to the thief.
You've captured the field. The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing.
Immune to
power.
stun. Not allowed to interrupt the execute on our teammates.
I've got the target.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Out of range.
Lost the field.
Alright, mass root. I got a trap right under her and an Amobi on her. Man, taking a while to go down. There we go. Attempting stealth execute with, She freaking got rallied again! Gods!
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Frustration, chat.
I'm ready.
Oh, great.
You've captured lion.
Ah, man.
I've got the target.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Whew. Can we get an interrupt? Nope. Or he got an interrupt is what I meant to say there. Alright, managed to take down the warrior. Is 0 your team and 1 is the enemy? Wait, what?
You've lost dragon. You've captured the field.
Will Muck's team win? 1 is yes. So 1 is betting on my team, 0 is the enemy team. 1 is Muck. 0 is not Muck.
I've got the target.
Accelerate.
Crap! Friggin' Rampage. You're not allowed to play Guild Wars if they do that, chat. 7,200, 6,300. Like, ooh, just kite them for 10 seconds. No, you can't. They take you down in 2 blows, and the first one stuns you.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Sick 'em. Come here. That'll silence you. I'm not accelerating. Sick 'em.
The artifacts
Okay,
are
that was a weird little
maximum
fight.
power.
Infuriate.
Interrupt with Daze, I would assume? No, he didn't do it. He might have underestimated the strength of the slow. I put a mud field under him, chat, which meant that his abilities were all 50% slower. He might have waited till the last second to Daze, not realizing he couldn't wait that long. You need stability in your life. Ranger has 1 source of stability, 2 if you're a soul beast. And both of them are vastly, 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 infinitely inferior to gaining 2 stab every 3 seconds over the entire rampage.
Got the target.
You've captured the field.
Wait, is that? Oh man, I don't know where she went. Oh god,
Exhilarating.
I'm scared.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Train fire. Sand shield.
You've lost life.
Such synergy.
Did we down 3 of them in one freaking spot? That's insane. Wow. Alright, so we killed 3. 2 are at home, so our Rev needs to take far.
You've captured the field.
Vastly, vastly, yeah. Okay, so one of my ult options is Strength of the Pack. It's like a 75 or 90 second cooldown without Beast Mastery. I'm not sure which, I'd have to check outside of PvP. And it gives you like 10 stability for 10 seconds, and then it's on cooldown for the next 60 to 80 seconds. They use Rampage, and it's like 2. Maybe you dispel it. 2 more. Maybe you corrupt the wounds. 2 more. Maybe you remove them somehow. 2 more. Maybe you actually hit them with 2 CCs, and so those 2 stabilities were used up. 2 more!
Accelerate.
You've captured Lion.
But you don't know it.
Okay, chat, I held out here for quite a while in a 1v2, and I finally got some teammates here.
Accruing power.
Oh my gosh, my hit point bar just like plummeted down. I'm glad that guy ran. If he had turned on me right then, right when all the dots suddenly started working on me, that would have been a bad time. Crap. This is not good. And watch his,
Artifacts have reached maximum power. You've lost the field. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
freaking, even his movement skills keeping up with me.
I've got the target.
Accelerate. Sick 'em. I'm nigh invincible.
Of course you interrupted me without... And chains. There is no counter in the game to these chains, chat. There's not one. You cannot get them off of you if he puts them on you. And they're already back on me.
The field.
I'm nigh invincible.
Druid 5 gives stab. Oh my god. Yeah, compare Druid to a Firebrand or a freaking Tempest or any other support in the game in PvP. I said one on Core Ranger and one on Soul Beast, or that's what I was trying to say. You can dodge twice and negate most of his rampage damage. No. I have run Signet of Stone and also Unflinching Fortitude before, which gives me 8 seconds in a row of being immune to power damage. They just stun lock you the entire 8 seconds and then kill you on the 9th. It's absolutely... And the fact that they then gave them a 20... Or was it a 25% boost to their damage reduction while they're in it? It went from, like, almost never seeing them die to never seeing them die. That's 2 stuns. That's 3 stuns. Look who's here! Rampage! Not allowed to play Guild Wars. Even while I'm downed, I'm not allowed to press things. Man. Nice job. They're gonna get Yuki. Okay.
The artifacts have reached
I'm burning all my skills to give me any movement at all to try to get to this point.
You've lost Dragon.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good indeed. They have to get like a kill or 2 right now.
You've captured Lion.
That warrior. Rampage carried their team. Rampage carried their team. Top kills. It was him. Rampage literally carried their team. Oh, GG. Yeah. Yep. All right. Sadly, we lost that one by, like, I think 4 seconds of point income. Obviously, their NG wrecked you again. I don't think I ever fought their engineer to the death. I ran into their engineer one time. I comboed her a little bit. Then she went in... Oh my god, what is that? Then she went invisible and ran away. I never fought their NG to the death in that match. She was always running somewhere else. But yeah, what was it? Someone was saying earlier, like, dodge roll twice and they're at a CC. I mean, you guys had me look up the skills just a few minutes ago, and it was kick was a CC on a 6-second cooldown. So they can do kick and then the huge, like, smash thing that comes down, and they can CC you again a few seconds later if you're not already dead by them because of the extreme damage. So, I really don't feel like 2 perfect dodge rolls is the answer there. They have 3, not 2? Oh, okay. So we were looking at it literally just a few minutes ago. They have, like, their autos, kick, 6-second cooldown, charge, does charge stun? Or, sorry, does dash stun? No, it's just big damage. Throw boulder. Oh, boulder's also a 2-second stun. Seismic leap is a 2-second knockdown. Okay, so they can kick, throw boulder, seismic leap, kick again. They can do 4 stuns. The 5 stomp is a CC. Yeah, I see that. Knock down 2 seconds to 5 targets. Honestly, the more I learn about it, the more stupid it seems. No, I meant get stability, then dodge. So the problem is Strength of the Pack has... Like, it has a very long cooldown, and it has a shorter duration than even Rampage has. The only other option is Dolyak, which is a great skill, but it lasts for 6 seconds, and Rampage lasts 10. So it's not ideal. For the build I'm currently playing, like, to kill people with traps, I have to have those 3 utilities. A lot of people say it's a meme build, but it's fun for me. Which is why I actually became Soul Beast, because I can use Beast Mode and also use F3 so that I have my stun breaks. That's the reason I do that. We do not like to meme Lucid. We are super serious here. But I do feel like I'm constantly defending the build. Maybe swap the Fire Trap. The Fire Trap allows me to go into Rune of the Trapper every 12 seconds, and it also, it's basically stealth and super speed with a 12-second cooldown, and it also does very heavy damage, along with using 5 charges of Sharpening Stone per target in it. So it can do 10 to 30,000 damage very, very easily. And the Spike Trap does actually less, despite the tooltip, Spike Trap does less damage than the Flame Trap, but it stuns up to 5 people. I usually get between 1 and 3 targets, but... And then Sharpening Stone is flat out the highest damage source on the bar, and because it's a survival skill, it also does Fury in conditions. Did I queue up? No, I didn't. Let's do that now. Lied a bit. Why don't you like Dolyak for the build? So, okay, here's the thing. Most people will get their huge damage from their weapon skills, right? My goal was to make a build where my huge damage was traps, and then the weapon skills were just icing on the cake. The downside to that is traps take up a utility slot, so you have to find condition removal and stun breaks elsewhere. I found a way to do that by using survival skills for condition removal and using Beast Mode and Unflinching Fortitude for the stun breaks. Right here, Unstoppable Union. Also, they're, they're immobilizing breaks as well. A lot of people don't have good immobilizing breaks. I actually have good immobilizing breaks, stun breaks, and CCs. Condi Cleanse is what I was trying to say there. But that leaves me with no stability. Rangers already have a pretty poor selection for stability, and I don't have room for it. Yeah. I mean, also, Flame Trap making us go in and out of invisibility and super speed constantly does, deceptively help with our survival rate pretty well. Like, the day that I tried swapping out Rune of the Trapper for a different rune, I actually had a lot of trouble. So, the Stability Elite. I went over this a little while ago. One, it has a cast bar. So anytime the warrior's in my face, I'm not going to be able to get it off. It has a cast bar, which makes it inferior to almost every other source of stability in the game. Two, the duration of it is shorter than that of Rampage, and it has a 75-second cooldown. So, like, Dolyak's stance has a 30-second cooldown. Rampage, although it has a long cooldown, it gives you new stability every 3 seconds. So they corrupt it off, you get a new one. They hit you with a CC, you get a new one. They knock you down, you get a new one. They just keep getting it over and over and over. Yeah. Like, for example, when I am merged with Siamoth or the Alpine Wolf, my F3 is Unflinching Fortitude. It's a stun break, and it's immune to power attacks for 4 seconds. It has a 3/4 of a second cast bar, I believe, and I have gotten it interrupted by warriors just smashing keys countless times. Countless times. How are you? We good, you done, son. We are doing good. We've won about, I think we've won a little bit more than we've lost tonight, but we got some nice people here, so having a good conversation. Call of the Wild only really shines with Boon Beast, or it's fantastic. Yeah. No classic WoWs. Nope. Are you playing classic WoWs, Brovolone? Are you in line behind 20,000 people to queue and enjoying the authentic experience? All right, so yeah, Unflinching has, oh, it's less than that. It's a 1/4 second cast time. This right here. You would think that's not often interrupted, but if there's a warrior in my face, it's all the time interrupted. Corrupt the stability and you give fear. If you keep corrupting stab, you will constantly fear the rampage until it's done. I mean, a Necro can do 1 or 2 corrupts before they have a cooldown on their corrupt skills. They can't just corrupt 5 times back to back to back to back. Right? Am I forgetting an ability? I know most of their weapon 3s and many of their weapon 5s are corrupt. 3 or 4 isn't too hard? Oh, okay. But still, you're basically saying, oh, if only you were this one class of 9, you would be fine, Doc. That's not good enough answer for me. Just keep corrupting? Yeah, why didn't I keep corrupting? Geez, why wasn't I class 9 of 9? Then I could have handled this situation. Alright, let's see what we got, chat. Let's see what we got here.
Let's start soon.
Good girl gone bad. You need heals, man. Both teams have a Firebrand. We have a Scourge. They have a Reaper. We have Hollow and 2 Soul Beasts. They have Scrapper, Soul Beast, Spellbreaker. They've got a very get-in-your-face team. You can beat them on any class, to be honest. Well, I guess I'm just terrible. Thanks for the alert, Goose. Appreciate you, buddy.
There. Target identified.
Is that the same freaking guy?
That'll silence you.
Evade, really?
You've captured the altar. Your enemy has the temple now.
Ah, I didn't mean to fall.
I chose you.
Dang it. Alright, let's make sure that they're, Oh, what? Oh, for reals! Oh, no. Okay, so I'm invulnerable right now. I'm invuln, I'm invuln, I'm invuln, I'm invuln. Friggin' so much CC, and I get pulled back by the magic chains. Like, again, the chains don't have a counter in the game either. There's nothing that breaks them. I mean, I guess other than having just tons of stability. Oof. I downed their Firebrand, and someone on our team had the audacity to die, and so the Firebrand got back up. Plus winning that guy, because we all are going to have trouble with him, I think.
Return, my friend. Accelerate.
Our Firebrand is yelling at the team saying no one attacked their Firebrand. Like, fake news. Oh my god, really?
I'm nigh invincible.
I was casting my super speed, which is a 1-second cast. The first ability he gets on me is a stun. Oh, and I'm chained. I'm chained. So even if they've downed you, if they chain you while you're down, even if you get up, you're still bent over. I wish I knew more about Guild Wars 2 to know what is going on during the battle button. Too much EQ and WoW for me. I mean, if you've got specific questions, ask them. Obviously, it's not possible to just kind of say every single thing. Like, this is a scrapper right now that we're fighting. This is a type of engineer that excels in defense. She just reflected my stun arrow back at me. I'm going to use a root, walk into her, spike trap, flame trap, merge with the animal, do a stun headbutt. It didn't work because she evaded it, and she's back to full health now. I'm going to try to get stillness if I can. Let's see if she tunnel visions that other guy. Whoever picks this up, all of their points on the map give double income for a few minutes. And I got it. I'm surprised by that. Alright, there is nothing to be gained by fighting her here. So I'm just going to let her play with the other dude. And if we get another point, it's worth double right now. Scrappers are quite boony, thus they struggle with one class in the game. Yeah, I've heard that a lot tonight.
You've got the temple.
Boon Corrupt is awesome. I wish more classes had access to it. Immobilized her, walking up, spike trap, flame trap, merge, headbutt. She evaded it. Was that enough? Okay, got her. I tickled that guy. One hit. Alright, we've caught up in score. Holding... You're a trapper, right? I'm a ranger. I call myself... Okay. So, there are trap skills, and I am making heavy use of those skills. So, I'm basically saying I'm playing a trapper just to kind of, you know, emphasize what I'm doing. Like, there's 3 of us beating on this scrapper right now. Fortunately, she's fighting somewhere that does not matter. Alright, I hit her with a stun. There's a second stun. Nice, we finally downed her. Oh my gosh. She's a Scrappers, if they build right, they're little raid bosses. Why am I getting WoW ads? Yu-Yo, I have no control over advertisements. I am sorry. Oh, shoot. Alright, if you want to kill me, you're going to have to follow me down into Hades. Otherwise, I'm getting away from you. Oh, God.
Your enemy has the gate.
Wow, he evaded mud. Oh, we rampaging? Okay. Guess we run, because he's in I win mode. Alright, we managed to outwait the 10 seconds. Let's see if the 4 of us can beat him. Alright, immobilizing shot, stun arrow hit. And he is going to escape 4 of us. Warriors. Tranquility.
Your enemy has the temple now.
Dropping some traps behind me in case that dude follows me. And she's made a no fun zone. Putting slow on the ground to slow all her abilities. I'm being interrupted over and over and over. I'm getting killed by their healer. Druids cannot do that. I had invuln, I just couldn't activate it in time. Are any of you going to walk over here and help? I guess not. Dang. We had a firebrand here, but he did not do a lot. I have 8 wins, 1 loss this season. Feels good, man. Nice job. And that was my my placement matches, NX. I did 8 wins and 2 losses for placements. Okay, I think we just lost this game. So they've got stillness and they're winning down here. Like they're winning on every objective on the map for some reason. All right. I was clicking my quarter-second. Okay. Chat. I clicked my 1/4 second cast bar stun break invulnerability. It was interrupted. It landed me in Plat 1 NX Sage at 1526, which is the highest I've ever been. And yeah, it got crazy. "25% of the kills, 22% of the damage. I pulled my weight. I was at the fights." Is their warrior? They, I mean, their scrapper was a raid tank, but she wasn't killing people. Their ranger was only being opportunistic. He wasn't getting 1v1s. They had a firebrand. It was literally the warrior. GG. I'm going to play my last placement on the 14th. On 14th. What, is that the end of the season, NX? Oh man, it's more important than me to get all the treasure chests, because you get the... Yeah, it is the 14th. You get the PvP tickets that you can use to buy legendaries. That's more important to me than the ranking. I'm trying to remember what else they had on their team. I think they might have had a Reaper. Toad's had a Reaper? Alright. I don't care for loot, I have the leggies I need. Well, you also, there's that one chest at the end that gives 20 gold every time you get it, the Byzantium chest. I really like that money, too. Like, I like PvPing most of the time. So I... Wait, who's inviting me? Oh, it's somebody here. I like PvPing. I just don't... God, Muck, can you think about what you're going to say before you open your fat mouth? If I'm going to PvP either way, ranked gives you a ton more money if you're getting Byzantium chests. There. That's what I'm trying to get out of my face hole. I couldn't talk. That warrior hit me so hard, I got a speech impediment. Would like PvPing if the stuff you liked was better? No, I mean, I already like PvPing, but yeah. Like, even if they don't change my class, I like it. There's a lot of gimmicks in the game. Like, when's the last time you saw an engineer in PvP making heavy use of turrets? You don't. Like, there's the one build where they use a rifle turret, and the reason for that is the tool belt skill hits really hard, not because the turret's any good. You never see one run in and put down a rifle, a flamethrower, and like one more, you know, on top of it. You know, when's the last time you saw a Necro that was running a Minion Mancer build in Platinum or higher? I really doubt you do. When's the last time you saw a Ranger, and depending on the animal he had, you went, oh crap, this guy's running a Black Moa build, guys, be careful. None of you care what pet the Ranger has, because none of them are that dangerous. The Thumper turret, sure. But when's the last time you were like, oh man, this guy got mid before we did and put down 3 turrets and locked it down, it's hard to break in now. No, I mean, the individual turrets have uses. But you don't see people run a turret-based, you know, entire build. You don't see people run a minion-based, you know, stuff like that. So it's just like, those are the things that draw me, just for fun factor. I'm not talking about like winning, I'm talking about for fun factor. And they work fine in PvE. They don't work in PvP. I think in my dream game, anytime that you like, if you look at the win rate of the top people, let's just talk Rangers, because we all know I know more about Rangers. Lol. Let's say you're looking at the top 1,000 Rangers and what skills they are using. If less than 0.01% of them are using Frost Trap, maybe you should look at Frost Trap and buff it or nerf something else. If almost none of them are using Mud Pit, maybe you should look at Mud Pit. You know? Not... Like, I agree that, for example, Sikkim Sniper recently had a huge problem. I even hated it, and I'm a Ranger. I was glad when they nerfed it. But that left one viable... I think, like, the Boon Beast build, there's variations of it, but basically Boon Beast is what's left. I hope they give some update on PvP this upcoming event. Me too, Yu-Yo. That would be awesome. I missed anything interesting? Do I have to yell at anyone? No, casual. I got beat the last 2 games by the same guy. But I have surprisingly low levels of salt. We're just talking about Muck's opinions. It's because those skills are used in other game modes. Frost Trap? I mean... Like, I don't think Frost Trap and Muddy Terrain are used hardly anywhere. I mean, the racials are never used anywhere. And the thing is I'm just thinking out loud, Munzie. I'm just saying, like, if I'm just, you know, muck wishing. That's it, muck wishing. Like, but like if there's a skill that no one was using anywhere, I think it needs to get looked at pretty quickly. Also, they've already got the technology in place to have skills be different depending on the game mode. So like if you are in PvP, Rampage has a longer cooldown than if you're in PvE, you know? You can change the numerical values. For example, for whatever reason, they just doubled the damage of Frost Trap, but only in PvE. But the cooldown is still too high, and the damage is still too low for anyone to use it in PvP. I've tried. It scales with power. It's the only trap that scales with power. So if you build Trapper's Expertise to increase the length of the freeze, it only scales with that one ability if you're running a power build. And although it's nice having chill over the entire area, it also has a, I think 30 or 35 second cooldown inside PvP. Power build, yeah. I was really happy when they updated the thief skills. I hope they do the same to other classes built. That's a perfect example, Banter. Like, they saw that thief traps were a joke. Even I, who love traps and weird skills, looked at thief and I was like, I can't do anything with that. So they saw that that was happening, and they removed them and added preps. Now, I think that was a very extreme thing to do. I don't think they have to do that much to some of these others, but I think that's a perfect example of what needs to be done to many skills in the game that are never being used. So do what they're doing, but more. Well, I'm saying what they did with Thief was fantastic, and I would love to see them do it with more skills. Like I would love to see any game dev look at a player ability that's almost never used and change it. Or, on the reverse of that, look at a player skill that everyone is using and see either A, why is Rampage so strong, or B, why are the other warrior ults so bad? You know, if 99% of the warriors of PvP use Rampage, maybe there's something that needs to be tweaked. Or change it. Yeah, I mean, that's always the thing. Like, I'm talking about, like, slight buffs or debuffs, but yes, there's always the preparation treatment where you completely overhaul the skill entirely and change it. Now, that takes a lot more man-hours from some dev and graphic artist at ANET, but yeah, that's possible too. Did I queue back up? I thought I did. No, I guess I didn't. Okay, this will be the last one. It's almost 1 AM my time, and I've got work tomorrow. The change in Corrupt Boon was great too. Okay, let's talk about corruption. so many things that I'm like, oh man, I couldn't do anything to that guy. People in chat say, oh, you need Corrupt for that. Maybe more than one class should have access to Corrupt Boon. I'm not saying give it to Ranger, I don't care. Give it to another class besides Necro, so 2 classes have it. Even in WoW, when Paladins had Divine Shield and there was no answer, they realized after a while that was a problem, and they gave Priest Mass Dispel to rip it off. And eventually they gave a second class the ability to remove it, I think. But if, you know, let's say there's, you know, 2, 3, 4 classes that are easier or possible to kill with Corrupt Boon, and only one class has Corrupt Boon, that's not enough answers to a problem. Again, I'm sharing muck thoughts. That's it. I have no credibility here, chat. I'm just sharing muck thoughts. My cat is staring at me intently, very intently. That's why he's saying, feed me, bish. Oh, I thought that was you narrating, Chip. There's a sigil that gives 3 boon corrupts on interrupt. Really good on thief, better in World v World, but yeah. Yeah, I've tried running the sigil for Ranger that's like, you know, 2 boon, what is it? 2 boon removal on weapon swap next attack, and 1 boon removal every 10 seconds. I've tried running both of those. I had bad luck with them. Like, often the 1 per 10, they would evade or block, and it would use up the boon removal attempt, and it would be down for 10 more seconds. Do you recommend buying Living World 2 and 3 with money, or converting gold to gems? So, okay, if you already have the expansions, Yu-Gi-Oh, and you're looking for something else to do with a little bit of your extra change, I would say get Living World before you get almost anything else off the gem store. The only exception might be the Copper-Fed Salvage-O-Matic. It's an infinite use salvage kit, which is incredibly useful for just utility purposes, keeping your bags clear, breaking down all the items you pick up. But every episode of Living World gives you access to another zone, and some of them give you access to additional mounts, which are, you know, it's a big difference. It's a big difference having access to those. I'm about to flavor Richard Grieco. All right. Welcome to Flavor Town. Oh, Lucid, you love it. All right, chat. We lost the last game, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So here's the payouts for us fighting against Rampage. And here is the, let's say, the last bet game of the night, chat. This will be my last game for the night. We'll be back tomorrow. So if you wish to bet on this match... oh, God. There we go. There's the teams. Firebrand, both teams. We've got Deadeye. They've got Daredevil. We've got an Elemental... that we both got a Hollow. And they've got a Scourge Mirage versus our Muck and Weaver. I got Living Story with gold. Better wait for the price to go down, though. Gotcha. Yeah, and for anyone who hasn't heard, there's a lot of sales coming up. There's, let me see, do I still have it open? Yeah, right here. Okay, I've got the page open right now. Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns Deluxe Upgrade 50% off on August 30th, and Path of Fire 30% off on August 30th. Oh God! Oh my God!
The bazaar is yours.
Freaking heck, you guys. I just walked into all those people, dropped 2 traps, did a 3-man knockdown, and ran like the wind and got out alive. I'm surprised. Great. Nice, we got the Scourge down. Alright, mass... Oh, shoot. I can't do anything! Okay. Oh, man. They interrupted my unflinching fortitude. Again, they interrupted my 1/4 of a second cast time stun break. But Engineers is instant and there's no way to stop it. All I want's equality, chat. When I'm complaining about utilities that I have and another class has and theirs is better, I just want equality. Swap weps? Swap weps gets me out of a immobilization, not a stun. It's not a stun break. Like, if I'm CC'd, weapon swapping doesn't help. Fortunately, my team's doing pretty good. Swap sweps. Watch this. Double knockdown. I get knocked down.
Infuriating. You've lost the dock.
I guess I'm gonna stay here.
They've taken the bazaar
Swap
from you.
sweps.
You've taken the archway.
I just immobeater, stun arrow. Okay, I got the point.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Alright, she's too far away. Alright, chat.
Now we're cooking. On my mark.
Here's a ranger tip for you. Oh, I'm a little scared. I better back up. Boom. Get him to walk right into the trap. Backpedal a little. They think you're backing up out of fear, and they'll walk right where you want them to most of the time.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell.
Ah, she got a block from the firebrand.
The dock's been captured. Your enemy took the archway. Infuriating.
History is mine.
Accelerate.
Nice. I neutralized the point by stunning her just off the point long enough for me to get it. Freaking, okay, can you stop? You got 30 bleeds. Please implode. Thank you. Freaking 30 bleeds, people.
Infuriating. You've taken the archway.
I've got the target.
Okay, my heal got interrupted. Again.
Saw it coming. You'll melt away. I chose two as one. Temperature normal. Assistance.
Nice. I'm getting knocked everywhere. If I was better at video editing, I would make a compilation of all the times I get knocked down in one match. And it would be to the tune of, I get knocked down. And every single beat would be like a clip of me falling on my butt. And I would get enough footage, I think, from one match versus a Hollowsmith or a Warrior to do that project. But I can't video edit for crap, so. Oh my god.
I chose you.
Oh, man. Evade, 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 evade.
You've lost the dock.
Root.
Give up yet?
You've taken the archway. Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Nice, we got him.
Be ready to give the signal. And return
Alright, let me see
fire
if I
once the
can go over
cannons
here
are
and
loaded.
sneak their 1 point. Whoa, who's hitting me?
Rise and serve.
You have 23 bleeds. 29. Please leave me alone.
Accelerate.
Oh my gosh, chat. I'm pretty confident versus Necros with my build. Like,
Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
okay. That's fine. I decapped, chat. I decapped their point. My trip was worth it. But Necros don't have any blocks. They don't have any, stop projectiles. They don't have any of that. Not like this guy. This guy can be in World v World, throw up that dome, and stop 400 arrows from the enemy team from hitting his. Nice. Flame trap right before she split into all those clones. Okay, look, here's another bubble, even though he just did one. But wait, there's more, Billy Mays says.
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
I am in trouble. Look, I did a stun from the pet swap stun, and I dazed her. She was invulnerable to all three, chat. She pressed the button that allows her to be immune to most of the effects us common men refer to as crowd control or hit points. It's a Mirage special ability.
Accelerate. The dock's been captured.
Alright, let me go over here and see about getting our side node back. I will say, you guys, because I want to be clear, I say a lot of complaints when I'm playing this game. Some of it is to try and be funny, because I'm here. And some of it is like, yeah, I really do mean that. But, hang on a second, hang on a second. Saw that coming.
The bazaar is yours.
Oh no, I was doing shortbow 3 right when she did that. Rooted her. She's invulnerable. Freaking course you are. Invulnerable, come on. And I just used a movement skill, but it did not allow it to work.
Your enemy took the archway.
I'm coming.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. You've lost the
I really do think this is the funnest MMO out there. There are a few abilities in the game that I think are gross and they need to be seriously looked at, but I think this combat system is the best one on the market. I definitely do. But in any game, I do not believe that invulnerability or invincibility can be balanced against anything else other than invulnerability or invincibility. You can't have one guy go invulnerable and he's immune to everything including old age, and then be like, well, the other guy's got a stun. The other guy has a poison arrow. Like, no. Nothing counters against that. She just reflected my stuff.
You've lost the dock.
Oh, man. Man, I would understand if you blocked the arrow without looking at me, but reflecting it back into my forehead without looking at me? This person's name is Don't Look at My Name, chat. And I looked.
I'm incapacitated. Loyalty is eternal. Second.
This is a Daredevil thief. They're very tricky to fight. Every time they flip around like that, if you attempt to hit them during the flip and they evade it, they get to cure conditions off themselves, and the flip itself does a lot of damage, and they get to move while doing it. It's tricky to fight against, but not impossible. Alright, won a game. It's because that warrior wasn't in here. That warrior was too strong. We did end up with top kills, despite all my whimpering. We ended with 7 kills, which was top on the team, almost 25% of the total kills. Pretty good. Give me those points. I gave you those points, Lucid. That was nearly a stalemate in your downstate? Yes, Ukon, yes. So here's the thing with the downstate abilities. Another muck dream of mine would be if you could choose your downstate choose your downstate skills from a list of options. As it is currently in this game, all rangers have the same downstate skills. All necros have the same downstate skills, etc., etc. Now, rangers have one thing going for them, and that we call ranger privilege here on this channel, and that's that ranger in downstate has a better chance of getting back up than any other class. And what that is they have their 3 button when they're down is called lick wounds, and they scream for their pet to basically come over and res them in the same way that a player can if they walk over and click on you. So basically, you can hit 3, the pet comes over and goes blah, 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 and licks you all over, and it makes you feel better. And the whole time you're doing that, you can be bandaging if you're not getting hit, and then you're essentially getting rezzed by 2 people. Or you can spam throw dirt, which is a small attack. Now, the weakness to a ranger's downstate, because no class has a perfect downstate bar, is their 2 ability, which is an interrupt, is a single target, and you have to have a target. So if they're executing you and you want to interrupt their execute so that you can live for a few more seconds, you have to target them and use Thunderclap, which is a short daze and interrupts their channel. If they are invisible, if they are invincible, invulnerable, whatever you want to call it, if they have stability, there's more than one person and they're spread apart. In any of those situations, Thunderclap doesn't save you. A thief when down, and an elementalist when down, and a mesmer when down can teleport where their body is a few feet, a lot of feet in some cases, and so they can 1v1. They can almost always buy more time. A guardian does the huge bubble knockback, so they, as long as the opponent doesn't have stability, they can buy more time, even if the person executing them is invisible. Because of the knockback, it's area of effect. It hits omnidirectional, every direction. Necro has a single target fear, so Necro and Ranger both have to be able to target one person that cannot be invisible and cannot have stability. So they're both weak in the interrupt thing while down. However, Necro, their downed ability, their one key that they spam is Siphon Life or Leech Life, something like that. And it effectively heals them for a little while damaging an opponent, and they can spam that and do damage for a very long time. So, those 2 classes last the longest. I honestly think Engineer has the worst downstate skills. Rev also is pretty bad downstate skills. Engineer and Rev, they have an interrupt that's single target, just like everybody else, but they don't have a big, gimmick. Engineer's gimmick is they can put a bomb on the ground and blow everyone away, but they have to be down for like 5 or 8 seconds before they're allowed to use that. And they don't have, lick wounds or leech life healing or something like that, so it's not comparable. A warrior has a unique thing. They have, I think it's Vengeance. Basically, they hit a button and they just get back up. And they're alive for 20 seconds. And after 20 seconds, they have a heart attack and die. But if they get a kill during those 20 seconds, they have a chance of staying alive. And then they're back on their feet for, like normal. A new arrival. Hey, Bo Young, thanks for the follow, buddy. Macleg Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the 4th and Sir John Van Snuffles the 3rd welcomes you, Bo Young, to the Bone Zone. I hope you enjoy your stay. There's tea in the lounge. The percent is like 10%. Yeah, it's a very small chance. I thought it was 20, honestly. I thought it was 20 without talent, 30 with the talent, Muncie. But yeah, it's pretty low. But it is enough to be scary. In a big fight, even in a 1v1 holding a node, sometimes it benefits them just to be like, I know I'm going to die in 20 seconds, but I'm going to get up to finish killing this guy. Vengeance is... it always failed. even still, just being able to get back up for 20 more seconds guaranteed is pretty sick. It's enough that I'm often too scared to walk up and execute warriors. I'll simply, just fill them with dots, and either they bleed out on the ground or they get up and the dots stay on them and then they bleed out a second time. Did I hit every class? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I just went through them all in my head. Best option is run away. Oh, from vengeance? Yeah, I mean, if you can. But I mean, if they get back up and they've got all... Like, if you barely down them and most of your stuff's on cooldown and then they get back up with vengeance, they will often kill you, then have a heart attack. The fat dragon is still stuck in my head. I love my digital collectibles. Yeah, but... So, Ranger, like... As far as the complete package, I love the Ranger downstate skills, I love their underwater skills, and I love most of their normal skills. I wish they had a ranged weapon that was not projectile-based, so they weren't bent over by Guardian, Elementalist, and Scrapper shields. However, the only one they have is Druid Staff, which the base damage is 1/4, maybe 1/3 of a longbow. So, apparently, I wasn't a player at this time, but apparently since Druid Staff came out, it was nerfed many, many times. And so the damage is... See, it's 147 base damage, and Druid Longbow is 401 base. So, between 1/3 and 1/2. And Druid Longbow has 4 other abilities that do damage and stuff. The Ranger Staff is mostly about healing. And... as of the recent change, if you go Druid, your pet gets 20% less ferocity, precision, power, condition damage, vitality, and toughness. Every one of their stats is 20% weaker, so they turn into toilet paper. So, unfortunately, that's not a viable option. I have tried it. It was not great. But if they tweaked the numbers, it might be viable, or just have another weapon. I would love to see the day. I feel like it wouldn't be too out of... I mean, it would still be projectile, but I feel like it wouldn't be too out of class fantasy for them to have, like, a gun or something. I think I'm burnt out on Guild Wars 2. It's time to retire. You're burnt out, D-Doctor? You going to WoW Classic, buddy? Is Hunter's Call a projectile? You mean with the birds? Hunter's Call. It is not a projectile. It is a... It's a tricky beast. If they block the first hit of Hunter's Call, they block all 16 hits. Or if they evade the first hit, they evade all 16 hits of Hunter's Call. It's very... It says it hits 16 times, and it does, but it's all dependent on whether the first blow hits. Ranked is the most garbage thing I've ever played, and there's no content to play. Oh, are you... You were... Okay, so you had a bad time in Rank tonight. I'm sorry, buddy. And X-Sage wants to play Arcade with you. I wouldn't know I don't PvP. I enjoy PvP. There's occasionally I get salty, and you guys know that. And then I'll typically go over to Fractals. Fractals, I think, only makes me salty when we go in there and we wipe on that pirate ship for 2 hours. Source experience, chat. We wiped on that pirate ship for so long before. I don't know if Arcade is one I never tried, or if Arcade is one I tried when it was free to play and played for like a day and then just kind of went, eh. I'd have to look at the classes to remember. If I look at a game and I don't even like any of the classes, I don't even try it. Wow, chat, look at those horns. Look at that. Look at that example of manhood. Diaxon, coming into the stream when I'm talking about manhood. Gosh dang it. Macaulay Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth and Sir Chauncey Van Snuffles the Third welcomes you, Diaxon's dear viewers, to the Bone Zone. Welcome. I hope you all enjoy your stay. Tea and crumpets in the lounge. Giveaways every Friday. We're here every night after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow if you want to join us again in the future. We are on stream number 449 in a row every single day without missing a day. A new arrival. Macaulay Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth welcomes you, the Chronos side to the Burn Zone. Welcome, all of you. We are actually near wrapping up ourselves. If you're willing to stick around for a minute here, I was in the middle of giving an example of a PvP trick I found. After this, we will raid somebody else. We were talking about Hunter's Call a second ago, chat. Many of you are familiar with the Sikkim sniper that would blow you up from range with longbow stuff. There was one combo that I really liked that I used to call the Condi sniper. And it effectively did one of two things. Three things. The target would dodge it, the target would die, or the target would Condi cleanse it. This is what it did. Let's see. We're going to need sharpened edges. Okay? Sharpened edges converts your crit chance. And let me rephrase that. Every crit has a 1 in 3 chance of putting a bleed on them, and they stack. I have a lot of crit chance. Okay? So here's part 2 of this. Merge with a bristleback. You gain its ability, Sharpened Spines. It's basically Sharpening Stone. Use Sharpening Stone. Now you're double sharpened. Twice as sharp, chat. We're gonna use Call of the Wild to give my pet a bunch of buffs, and its next attack is unblockable, except I'm merged with a pet, so the buff's gonna go to me. Then I'm gonna do Hunter's Call on the target, okay? So we've got a heavy golem here at 58% health. All I'm gonna do is do Hunter's Call. No hands. Look at his debuffs. So we hit 17 bleeds and 16 vulnerabilities before he imploded. Sure, this one just fully healed, I'll try it again. Now, this again, if they evade it, you just went extremely all in. You're merged with your pet, you've used Sharpening Stone, it uses the entire Sharpening Stone because it's 16 hits, guys. So 10 of those hits uses the Sharpening Stone charges up, and 5 of the hits use the Sharpened Spines charges up. But if I do unblockable and might and Hunter's Call, and it's unblockable, it's 1,200 range. It does varying amounts of bleeds because of Sharpened Spines. We saw 16 vulnerability and 18 bleeds that time, and it killed a heavy golem from full health in one go. So we're looking at 20,000 damage from Sharpening Stone, another 6,000 from Spines, so let's say 26,000. We gain a bunch of might from Call of the Wild and get Fury, which increases our crit chance. Any of the 16 blows can do Sharpened Edges. So we're getting 15 guaranteed bleeds, but we could, in a miracle, get up to 31 bleeds in one go. So that's pretty much it. This is the Condi snipe. It's 1,200 range, and it's if they cleanse to... Oh, look, we got 21 bleeds that time. It's very, very nasty. Would be a someone instant cleanse it. And X Sage, that's the thing though. The bleeds are applied 16 times. So if they cleanse too, like, oh, I'm getting bleeds, and they cleanse too early, they're still dead. Like if they cleanse after they hit 6, for example, there's still another 15 coming. But they often wait longer. Yeah, it does have what is it? Vulnerability. It does have it does do vulnerability as well. 22 that time. But yeah, it's a gimmick. It's very much a gimmick. And because I often use the beast mode to break stuns, being already merged with the pet is scary. But I've gotten a few kills with it where the other guy was like, "What in the hell?" Like they just don't know what to make of that. Okay, let's switch back to that. And switch back to that. But yeah, it's pretty entertaining to see. Okay. Alright, chat, with that, I have work in a few hours. Not a few hours, 6 hours. I need to get some sleep. So I'm going to wrap up here for the night. If any of you happen to be new to the channel, I am here every single night after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 449 days in a row, almost to 450. Hit the follow button if you want to join us again in the future, and remember, we do giveaways every single week or more. There's been a lot of giveaways this week because people keep giving me stuff to give away. This Friday, we're giving away a Humble Bundle gift package. You can buy raffle tickets with your Muck Bucks. Instructions are right there in the chat that Casual Geeker Girl so kindly threw up there. Read that if you want to get in on that. Be here Friday for that giveaway if you want to get in on that. Do a 1123. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Mackler Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the 4th welcomes you to 1123 to the Burn Zone. And if you wish to join us again tomorrow, I do Guild Wars related content Monday through Friday. Thursdays is a throwback to Guild Wars 1 just until I beat it. I still haven't beat it, but tomorrow is Wednesday, so it's Guild Wars 2 chat. Gonna be some fractals, some meta events, working on some legendaries and some PvP, and I will play with chat if you wanted to join me. So with that, I'm going to find another dear viewer dear streamer, to raid. So if you guys are willing, hold on just one more minute so we can put a bigger smile on this person's face, and then I will be sending us over there. I didn't really have a planned ending to that sentence, Muck. You should have stopped talking at least 6 words ago. Let's see who we got who's online. Good night, Shane Discord. Thank you, S2K. Osri is streaming. Osri is streaming? Is Osri streaming right now? Guys, Osri is the one who made all the ridiculous soundtracks for this channel, and no one asked him to. No one asked him to. He just kind of popped in here and was like, oh, and he just started clipping. Every word I said that could be sounded as dirty, he just turned them all into very, very raunchy sound effects. Are you sure he's live? Hold on. Oh, that's right, he keeps changing his name, doesn't he? What is his name right now, Casual? Is it still Dumb Millennial, or is it something else? He's freaking changed his name 3 times since I met him. No, it's not Dumb Millennial. TV/Osri _ Twitch. Hold on, guys. Osri is good, people. I will happily send some love his way. Oh, it looks like he just went live too. I have no idea what this... Oh, I see what he's playing. Okay, I'm gonna let this be a surprise to you guys when you get there. If you like or not like the game, you could choose to stay or go. We're gonna raid this person who has supported my channel with all his goofy sound effects, clips, highlights, and he's good, people. Although he's a little weird. But yeah, if you guys would be so kind, please do the raid emote, your emote, my emote, your favorite emote, Chips emote, a poopy emoji, just something, blow up his chat. Make his chat loud, and after that, I hope y'all have a good night. I hope I get to see you tomorrow. Peace.